This podcast is not a substitute for a relationship with a mental health professional. Hello, everyone. Hi, family. You are listening to Mental Health is a Lifestyle podcast by your girl, Andrea Wise-Brown. And I am so happy once again to be here with you. Again, on this episode. Come on now. I'm so happy. Me being here expands on the quality of my life. And my hope is, my intention is that me being here expands on the quality of your life too. Because I want to give you some information that will be empowering for you, that you can actually use to create more joy in your life. And so today we are going to talk about the skill of increasing happiness. Increasing happiness. Now, family, which one of us does not want to be happy? Which one of us, okay, in this room doesn't want to be happy? Raise hands. Raise hands. Who? Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah. However, a lot of times people will say, I want to be happy. And they'll say to me, Andrea, but I just don't know how. I just don't know how to be happy. And so today I'm going to teach you the skill of increasing your happiness. All right? All right. But y'all know what we got to do. We have to take care of business. So what I need you to do is to click that little subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, click the share button, please. Comment and the like. I want you to subscribe, like it, make a comment, and share, because we want a happy world. And then if you're listening on podcast everywhere, anywhere, I would love for you to like it and to also share it and also subscribe, please, wherever you are on whatever podcast. All right, family. So now we took care of business. Hey, and I'm counting on y'all to do that for me. But now that we've taken care of business. Now I just want to teach you the skills. We're going to get in and out like we do, okay? And there's 6 steps that I am going to provide, that I'm going to give you. I'm going to slide them to you. However you want to take them, I'm going to slide them on over to you. So the first one is a huge one. Remember, this is the skill today of increasing your happiness. So number 1 skill, this might sound like it's easy, but I'm going to break it down for you. But the skill is to take care of yourself. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Take care of myself. Does that mean to shower, Andrea? Does that mean to brush my teeth? Take care of myself. Does it mean to go to work or find a job? So my answer to you is, yes, it means that, but that's not all. That's not all. There's so much more to the skill of taking care of yourself. So a lot of times, I'm talking about today, but you are mothers or fathers, uncles, cousins, grandchildren, grandparents of others, connected to others, and you will find yourself taking care of them all of the time. You can find yourself caught in a rut where you are taking care of everyone else around you all of the time, yet neglecting to take care of yourself. Even if you are in romantic relationships, a lot of times one partner, and this is what I will see, you guys know I am a practicing psychotherapist, but in my practice, sometimes I will see where there's one partner who is sacrificing everything that they have to take care of the needs of the other partner all the time, but yet not asking for what they need or expecting what they need. And that's not a healthy way to live life, because that will rob you of your what? quality of life. And y'all know it's one of the words that I say here all the time is we are working on expanding our quality of life and just take an inventory of what I need. What do I need? What would that be? And I'll just give examples for me. So I know for me, certain things that I need for me is I need exercise. I've learned this. Not only does research proves that y'all need exercise too, and I will push exercise and prescribe exercise all day, all night, all the time, because it's so many benefits to exercise. Not only does it extend your life for some years, but it also raises the dopamine. That's that natural feel good neurotransmitter in your brain. It increases your motivation and increases your level of creativity. It increases your happiness. It increases your intelligence. like exercise is thebomb.com. So I know for me, I need exercise. I'm gonna tell y'all do too. But in order to take care of myself, I have to exercise. Like I have to. I also need some sun. I need some vitamin D, some natural vitamin D. So I need to get out in the sun. So these are things that I've assessed that I need, that I have to make sure that I have in my life that's going to increase my happiness. Certain things that I need. Other things, certain nutritional values that I need. Like I have this dope. It's a dope, and I really I want to share it with y'all. And maybe at one point I will. But like I have a dope protein shake that I freaking love. I freaking love it. And like I want that in my life. That's what I need to take care of myself. That's what I love. That's what I choose. So even when I travel, I like pack the protein shakes. Okay. And I love my protein shakes. I love my exercise. I love some sun and salmon, because salmon builds the brain with all the omega-3s. Like I love salmon. Or another thing I love is my vitamins. So wherever I go, I take my vitamins. So anywho, these are like daily practices that I need to take care of myself. And they increase my quality of life. I'll tell you another thing that I want y'all to do an assessment. I want you to think about what it is that you need to take care of yourself, because that's the first step, is taking care of yourself. So I am committed to doing these things, to exercise and to drinking my little shakes that I like, because that's me taking care of me. My vitamins, that's me taking care of me. Another thing is I love, honey, I love is sheets. I love some good sheets with a high thread count. I love me some good sheets and some good towels with high thread count. I'm obsessed. Those things. That's what I need to take care of me. So I make sure that I have those things in my life, because those things increase my happiness. So taking care of me, although I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a CEO. I own a business. I'm a boss, I'm so many, I'm a speaker, all these things. I'm a daughter. I'm a cousin. I have best friends. However, at the same time, before I can do all of those things well, girlfriend has to take care of herself first. So taking care of myself. So I did an assessment. I figured out these are the things that I need to take care of me. And I do them every day. Okay. As consistently as I need to, because that's me taking care of myself. That's number one. Number two, seek therapy. Psychotherapy is freaking amazing. I want you to go and sit down with a trained, licensed professional, not your cousin Bubba, not your cousin silly Sally who, not your auntie Velma. Like no. I want you to seek therapy from a trained, licensed professional who has done research, who can use research to actually help you with whoever you are and however you show up in their office. So you need to talk to a professional. Talk out your feelings. Identify. She can help you, or he can help you to identify what it is that you're feeling, help you to identify what it is that you're missing. Sometimes it's difficult to talk to ourselves and try to figure out what it is that we need. However, a good therapist can create a space for you so that you feel nice and safe, and you come in and you can lay your burdens on the couch. Okay? And then you can talk, and they will reflect what it is that's inside of you that you do want and that you do desire, from processing through your feelings and your trauma, and maybe processing through where it is that you actually see yourself now, challenging your perception. Like, it's just so many powerful things. Therapy with a good therapist, you got to do some research, will change your life for the better. And I will say this to you, because someone asked me this not too long ago, and I thought it was a great question. They said, so if I have been going to therapy, and I kind of did about 4 sessions with this therapist, and I did pretty good, because it was like my first bout with therapy after getting past the stigma of, mental health, mental illness, and going to therapy. I actually went in, and it felt good to kind of sit on the couch and just talk, finding a safe place to talk. They said to me, but at this point, at about 4 sessions in, I'm kind of feeling like, we haven't really built rapport. I kind of, I feel like I want to change, but is that the right thing to do? Are you supposed to change? And I'm like, absolutely. That's a great question. So for anybody out there, if you go to therapy and you find a therapist, thank goodness. I'm so glad, so dope of you, smart of you to find a therapist. You go, you process some things. When you feel like it's time to find a different therapist or someone else, go to someone else. Therapists don't get mad. We don't get mad because the goal, and if they do, then that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. That means they have some more work to do, because the intention here is to help you. The intention is to help you wherever you are. It's you, it's serving you. It's for whatever it is that you need. And if you were to ever come to a therapy session with me and you felt like you weren't getting your needs met, you don't need to be in my therapy session. I don't want you in my therapy session. With love, honey, with peace and love. I love you. I want you to get what you need. However, if you come into a therapy session with me, and we build rapport, you feel safe, and you're getting the things that you need, then you continue to do the work. Rock with me, because I got you, boo. But that's how that is. But if you're ever in a session and you feel like, there's really no connection, I'm not really learning, or I'm not growing, do not continue to go, and don't give up on therapy. You go find another therapist. There are so many therapists out here now, all different races, different genders. Like, go find you a therapist, please, and talk through your stuff. Talk through your feelings, your emotions, and your thoughts, okay? So that is number 2, to the skill of increasing your happiness. Number 3 is, I want you to assess the things that bring you joy. What are your hobbies? Do you have any hobbies? That's what I want to know. Do you have any hobbies? And if you were to tell me, no, I don't, Andrea, then I'm going to tell you to find some. Let's talk about it. We can talk about it. That can be a part of our therapy session. What are the things that you just like to do? What are the things that you're drawn to? So if you weren't working or taking care of your spouse or your kids or like, what are some of the things that you just enjoy doing? Take all judgment away from everyone else. What do you like to do? Honey, get to know you. Assess what hobbies do you like? Do you like, I don't know, playing cards? Hmm. Do you like playing tennis? Did you play tennis a long time ago when you was a child, and now all of a sudden you like, I haven't played in years? Do you like go find a tennis match, a tennis team to join? Do you like jumping rope? When you was younger, you used to like to jump rope, and now that you've gotten a little older, go find some jumping rope, some teams. Do you like to read books? And then as you've gotten older, you really haven't taken any time to read books. They have clubs for reading books. They have book clubs. Find you some book clubs. Find other people. They got, what is it, on these different apps? They have all these apps where they have these meetups and these groups that you can join. They have groups for every single thing that we enjoy, that people enjoy, all different types of hobbies. If you like drinking wine, they got, go on wine tours. They have wine groups that you can join. You understand what I'm saying? Do things that you enjoy. One thing that I'm just getting ready to add, I'm a pretty happy person, thank God. And it's because I use the skills that I teach y'all. But one thing that I'm going to do, is I'm going to find a dance class, because one thing I love to do is dance. I like to eat too, but I ain't never had no problem finding places to eat. But I love to dance. Like, I love to dance. It makes me so happy. So I just was thinking not too long ago, that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to find me some different dance classes where I'm be dancing. That was so funny, y'all. I just got this flash in my head of me on Dancing with the Stars. How funny would that be? But that's not really. Anywho, I digress. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so now, so that's something that I'm going to do. But assess, what are your hobbies? And then connect to the hobbies. If you love dogs, go volunteer around dogs if they make you happy. We are increasing your quality of life, and we are increasing your happiness. So you got 1, take care of yourself. 2, you're going to seek psychotherapy. 3, you're going to assess, what are my hobbies? What are the things that I could do that would bring me joy? Number 4 is giving back to others, volunteering. Oh my gosh. There is nothing like giving to others that can really make you feel good about being you. There's nothing like it. I don't know if you've ever volunteered, during Christmas time, or volunteered like for a church or some, where you're like giving away to the homeless or to the less fortunate. Once you do that and you leave that experience, honey, it just reminds you of the miracle that God created in you. It makes you feel so miraculous. You just feel so good to see other people feeling good. So I would look up different opportunities, and you can use the Googler, Smoogler for that, different opportunities to volunteer so that you give back. That will definitely increase your happiness. Number 5 is practice mindfulness. What is mindfulness, Andrea? Mindfulness is a practice almost like meditation, where you are learning how to just sit still and quiet your mind. It's a skill that you are learning or practicing to be present right where you are. So it's a part of meditation is mindfulness. Oh, I actually talk about it in my book too. 6 pillars to power up your mind. Mental health is a lifestyle. But even in my book, I talk about meditation, and I kind of break it down. It's not woo-woo. It can also change your life. It can also help to increase or raise your happiness level. It's being okay with what is in your present state, wherever that is. So, an example of that is, if I'm in the shower and I'm practicing mindfulness, while I'm in the shower, I am choosing to be present right there in the shower. So while I'm in the shower and I turn the water on, and as the water starts to hit my body, I am choosing to be right there in that moment. I am choosing to see and to feel the water rolling down my body. I am choosing to smell the steam from the water as it comes up. I am choosing to feel the towel under my feet. Like I am choosing to be present in the shower. When I use my soap, I am choosing to smell the soap, to feel the lather on my body. Being present, mindfulness. And while I'm in the shower, if thoughts pop up in my head about, oh my God, what time is it? Oh my goodness, this is what I got to do today. Oh my God, I got a meeting. Oh, I have a very important Zoom. Oh, what I will do is I will allow that thought in. I will acknowledge that it's a thought as the water is hitting my body. And I will do nothing with the thought, and I will allow it to exit and go back to my intention of the presence of the shower, of the steam, of the water. So meditation and mindfulness is the practice of being present right where you are and not allowing other thoughts to take you someplace totally different, which actually raises your anxiety. So the opposite of that is to kind of come back and to just be present wherever you are. Yeah, not multitasking. To be present. Now, there are times that you need to multitask, but right now we're talking about practicing mindfulness. And mindfulness is the practice of being present wherever you are. If you're on a walk and you want to be mindful, it's about you being present with every step that you take while you're on the walk. What it is that what you're smelling while you're on the walk. The air that you're feeling, what it is that, the temperature that you're feeling, everything. If the sun is beaming down or not, if there's a chill, if it's hot, but being present on the walk as you walk, putting one foot in front of the other. And when a thought comes in, you can acknowledge it's a thought like, oh my God, what time is it? Oh, who is this person coming? Oh, what is that? You can allow the thought to come in as you're present, not judging it, and then allow it to leave and go back to each footstep that you put down in front of you. So practicing mindfulness is also you learning to accept what is and to be grateful for what is right there in that moment. Then all of the the FOMO, because YOLO is you only live once. I do believe you only live once here on this earth, but it's not YOLO, it's the FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out. So then all of the FOMO goes away because you don't fear anything, because you have acknowledged that every single thing that you need, my love, is right there with you in every moment. Every single thing that I need is right here with me in every moment. Every single thing that you need as you're listening right now to this podcast is right here in this moment. So there's no need to be fearful about missing anything, because you cannot miss anything that God has for you. So if you're here right now when you're listening to this podcast, then be present and listen to the podcast. And you can do whatever else you choose to do afterwards, just like with everything that you do. So practicing mindfulness really teaches you how to be grateful and to be present for everything that you have and where you are in every moment. That brings about happiness. If I'm ever in a place that I'm always thinking I want to be someplace else, I need to be someplace else, I'm missing something else, you will never be happy. Because for some reason you've been taught or you've learned that happiness lies somewhere outside of you, but it doesn't. Happiness begins and ends right here inside of you. And that's what the practice of mindfulness can help you to do, is to understand and accept, to find your happiness. That's what it is. I wanted to also say this. This is something I remember some years ago when somebody would say something to me. They may be talking about an event or talking about going somewhere or doing something, and then they would say something like, I don't know, like, it's gonna be boring, or I don't want it to be boring. I wanted to go, but I'm not going, or I'm not staying because it's boring. And I would look at them and say, if are you gonna be there? Well, yeah, if I go there, and then I don't want to go there. Well, if you're going to be there and it's boring, it's because you are boring. Because if you're not boring, when you show up, that changes the energy in the place. We're all made of energy. So now the space is no longer boring unless you're boring. Anywho, I digress. They had nothing to do with mindfulness. That just had to do with self-acceptance and kind of looking at yourself. But let's just go back to, I said practicing mindfulness was number 5. And number 6, here we go. This is the last step to increasing your happiness. We got the first one is take care of yourself. I explained that. The second one is seeking psychotherapy from a trained, licensed mental health professional. So you can also maybe do some kind of assessment to make sure that you're not facing, you may be depressed, may have a little depression, and then you can work on that. And then the next one is to assess your hobbies. Assess, what are your hobbies? What are the things that you love to do? What do you like to do? Assessing your hobbies. Then number 4 is to give back to others. Number 5, practice mindfulness. And number 6, set goals. Set goals. If you're living this journey called life and you don't have goals, then what are we living for? So I understand everyone's life is precious. Everyone is worthy of being and experiencing and connecting. But if you want true happiness, then you have to have something that you're working towards. Like, that's your goals are your motivators. So you find some motivators, some goals. What is it that I would like to achieve? So I'm 25 years old, and maybe by the time that I'm 30, I want to achieve 3 things. Or maybe by the time I'm 40, I want to achieve 6 things. Or maybe by the time I'm kind of walking off this journey into our next place that God has for us, I want to achieve whatever the thing is. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, set some goals, because then every single time that you make some type of advancement with advancement towards your goals, you meet a deadline or you meet some type of advancement moving towards achieving your goals, that gives you a boost of dopamine. It gives you a sense of purpose living here on this earth, on this journey called life, and it makes you happy. It makes you happy. It will increase your happiness. Yes. So set some goals to obtain. And every time you set the goal, it gives you a reason to go. It gives you some motivation. And then aside from that, when you actually meet that goal and you check it off a list, oh, it feels so good. And you get a burst of happiness. There you go. More happiness. Happiness on top of happiness on top of happiness. That's the thing. Okay, family. So you have your 6 things, your 6 steps to the skill of increasing your happiness. Please, family, try it. Remember, you got to work it, my love, in order for it to work. You have to do the work in order for it to work, my love. I'm giving it to you. So I love you, family. That concludes another episode of the Mental Health is a Lifestyle podcast with your girl, Andrea Wise-Brown. And I can't wait to see you on the next episode. Be here or be square. You don't need to be square because I want you to be here because I love you long time. So I can't wait to see you guys on the next episode. Come on, family. Do the work. I'm giving it to you. See you next time.